Good evening, thanks so much for joining us. I'm Amy Burkett. Toys have come a long way since I was a kid. Today, kids aren't just playing with robots, they're building them. And they're much more advanced. Carolina Impact's Danielle Koser explains how playing with robots today can actually help shape careers.
From evil Megatron
Humans don't deserve to live.
to one of the most loved robots in entertainment history,
R2-D2, Your Highness.
there was a time robots were best known for their role in sci-fi movies.
The iRobot Roomba 980 vacuum cleaning robot.
Now they play a role in our everyday lives, blurring the line between fantasy and nonfiction. Measuring materials and manufacturing parts, 3 teams gather under one roof to build robots of their own, preparing for a statewide competition.
So we have a 120-pound weight limit, and we have 6 weeks to build a robot.
Where their creations battle it out in a game similar to Capture the Flag.
There's defense lines and a tower, basically, and by cooperating with other teams, you weaken those defenses by crossing them, and there are all sorts of different obstacles.
This is the first year students have access to this 10,000 square foot workshop housed at Charlotte Douglas International Airport. As planes take flight overhead, ideas take flight inside.
At the beginning of the season, we started with a strategy.
There's only a handful of these spaces across the country.
To be able to have one in Charlotte is really exciting because it offers them an opportunity to become more competitive. As you're developing your robot, you're prototyping, you can test them out as you go.
I feel like we should just cut them so that they're 3 inches each piece. You're always trying to see how can you improve your team, how can you manage your team, where is your team lacking and why is it lacking there.
In the world of robotics, each team runs like a business, tasked with the design.
We have a CAD team, which stands for Computer-Aided Design.
Production.
The mechanical team is in charge of building the robot.
Right here, there's supposed to be a link right here. So
And the programming team, which will program the robot to work.
And promotion of their robot.
We also have the marketing team, which will work on like our brand.
For them to have a space where they know that they can be kids, where they can do what they need to do, they can be noisy, run their robots, get excited, that really makes me happy.
Then from there, we're going to do robot driving.
Leah Schwinghammer runs operations for the Queen City Robotics Alliance, the hub for teams here in Charlotte. The nonprofit prepares students for careers in STEM, which stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
I'm hopefully to get some kind of job in some type of robotics research and development program. This will allow me to really focus on robotics.
And the sensors will be looking for the black line on the white background.
Bart Cave has always had a knack for designing and building.
Legos were definitely my go-to because they were always modular and you could create about anything. Either go by the instructions or you could free build.
Now, as president of Charlotte Area Robotics, he's traded in colored blocks for circuit boards. Bart studies mechanical engineering at UNC Charlotte, hoping to turn his hobby into a career. He's also enrolled in the co-op program at Bosch Rexroth, designed to expand the talent pool for manufacturing companies.
It's just an issue right now with supply and demand in our industry. It's tough to find students that are entering the fields that we need for manufacturing.
The U.S. Department of Labor predicts just 2 years from now, 1.4 million technology jobs will be open across the nation. And only about 60% of those will be filled at the current rate of students graduating with degrees in computer science. Bosch started the co-op program 3 years ago with 3 students. Today, it's grown to 14.
It's really amazing how they're not at all scared of what they're doing. They jump right in. They have no fears because they maybe don't know from before.
If we need to, we can cut it.
Students like Bart earn a paycheck and real-world experience. He worked with engineers to design this conveyor system.
It kind of starts with an idea in your head, and then you rough it out on a piece of paper. You always collaborate with your teammates.
It really comes down to the collaboration I get to have with my teammates and knowing new things, learning new things, and how other people think, and I really love that.
It's a great feeling. I absolutely love it. It's probably one of the reasons why I stick with this program.
Collaborating and creating, teams spend hours working in the warehouse, strategizing and troubleshooting to achieve one common goal: crush the competition. Robotics gives students a chance to explore their strengths and different career paths. Gaining hands-on experience, students build their confidence as they immerse themselves in the technology that will help build our future. For Carolina Impact, I'm Danielle Koser reporting.
Thanks so much, Danielle. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, mechanical engineers in the U.S. earn about $82,000 annually. Industrial engineers bring in about the same, while electrical engineers earn around $100,000 a year. Sounds like some pretty good career options to me. Well, the search is underway for the next